it's your girl Sarah.
And Maya.
And we're charmed and dangerous.
You know, because we are charming.
And we're dangerous. Meow. And on today's video, we are talking about fire signs. We are back with our Zodiac standoff series, and today I thought of this video where we could talk about all the fire signs and who is the most ride or die.
Dun 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 dun!
I don't know about you guys, I feel like fire signs have this whole, you know, all or nothing energy, and they're similar to water signs in that way. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, they do it with their chest. The term "do it with your chest" I feel like was literally made for fire signs. Cause it's like, what else are you doing if you aren't doing it with your whole entire chest? You know? That's why I picked this Zodiac standoff with fire signs, because I feel like they're willing to risk everything in a moment of passion.
Yes. I feel like we have no problem getting downright rude and crazy for the people we really love and with.
100%. So if you want to hear us discuss all the fire signs and which one we think is the most ride or die, y'all are gonna have to keep watching. But before we can get to the juice, the sauce of the video, we would love it if you guys would subscribe down below. Your girls over here, me, Sarah, her, Maya, we cover anything that we feel like talking about on this channel. Anything that two besties would talk about anyway, such as astrology, F-boys, girl code, real life situations that you would be in and how we would react in that situation. Just a lot of fun things we discuss on this channel. So if you like our vibe,
it's a friendship channel,
energy, okay? Subscribe, and now on to the video. All right, Maya, let me know. Who do you think is the most ride or die? How do you feel about all the signs when it comes to their ride or die energy? You know?
I feel like I would like to start off with Leo. Okay. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I feel like fire signs, they really ride for their people in general when they're really fucking with you. They can bring, like, we all know fire signs are dramatic as hell, right? So like they will bring that 100%. Energy for the people when necessary. But okay, Leos first. I feel like Leos show up for their people and are loyal, in my opinion, to a certain extent. So I feel like Leos have this stereotype of being really loyal and good leaders, but I personally think that they are very opportunistic and a little too selfish to be my ride or die type. Don't get me wrong, I think Leos are really helpful and they definitely will root for the underdog, but at the end of the day, I feel like Leo comes first in all situations. And I feel like if the Leo doesn't agree with the why of why you're like out here fighting or whatever it is, that they won't always get fully behind it. Like they really have to also agree with the why, otherwise they may not be showing up for you. That's what I personally think about Leos. How do you feel about Leos in the ride or die situation?
I feel like I think Leos are pretty good ride or dies just because of the fact that they're fixed fire. I feel like Leo will get obsessed with people they love and will more than likely do anything to please them as long as they're actually obsessed with you. I feel like a lot of relationships that, not a lot, but like certain relationships that Leo have are very over the surface. But when it comes to the people that they truly are there for, I feel like they can be really great riders. And I'm just talking about modality here, and to be fixed fire, to me that means something in terms of, you know, who is the most ride or die fire sign. And I feel like Leos also enjoy being shown off to the world. I feel like in their ideal relationship, they are relationship goals.
They are. That's what they aspire to be, for sure.
And I just feel like this means that Leo will try their best to be the best at everything, you know, in order for their relationship to succeed, in order for everyone in the world to know that their relationship has succeeded. And I feel like this is very ride or die behavior. Like, I'm gonna do everything it takes for people to know that I'm good over here in this relationship.
They do very much have that energy. I agree with you. I agree with you. Because they're like known as the leaders, I feel like they always are trying to put on the best front for everybody all the time. And they want to perform.
Politician for me. Like, even if we're going through it, honey, we're not gonna let these people know, because we're relationship goals, baby.
We're gonna dress up and show up.
All right, don't tell the people we fighting, because we're not fighting. Can't you see that we're not fighting?
Right. Yes. That energy,
literally
all the way.
And another reason why I feel like Leos are great ride or dies is because of the fact that they're not quitters. And, you know, fixed fire means that they'll keep the heat in one place for as long as it takes. And in relationships, that means that I feel like Leo will do anything to make it work. They think giving up is a sign of weakness. To Leo, like giving up is a sign of weakness, and you should not be doing that if you want anyone to respect you, which I feel like makes them riders in all their relationships. Like they're gonna do everything it takes to make sure this works, because if it didn't work, it means that they didn't give it their all, and to them, that's something that they can't live with.
Yeah.
You know?
Sagittarius. I feel like, to me, Sagittarius, they can be riders, but they're also like a little too flaky to really be like the #1 rider. I like Sagittarius as a ride or die because I feel like Sagittarius are always down for like anything. They're always down for the crazy, down for the adventure.
They're down with the get down.
You know, yeah, and I feel like Sagittarius are like the biggest I don't give a fuck type of sign. So to me, that means any opportunity that we have, we will act out and like show out. You know what I mean?
I feel like since Sagittarius is mutable fire, I feel like their ride or dies if they feel like you know what I mean? It's like that, maybe I'm all the way here, but I'm not.
No guarantee where I was gonna show up.
Exactly. I feel like they love switching shit up every 2 seconds, and this goes for all of Sagittarius's relationships. I feel like Sag may be riding or dying with you, but they're riding or dying with them and the next person, because to them it's very opportunistic, and I feel like it's because of the fact that they're ruled by Jupiter. So it's like, what is the best thing that's going to come out of my next situation? So they're always on the lookout for that. And I feel like to be a ride or die, you're sticking with what is because you've decided that you're going to be loyal to that. And I feel like Sagittarius have a hard time staying loyal because they like what else might be out there. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't take them as seriously when it comes to riding or dying. But again, you know, you have a whole chart, so that all depends too.
It does. I feel like, I think about it as like, to me, Sagittarius are like in a constant search for like truth and justice. And because of this, I think Sagittarius can take people's darkness a little bit more than like other signs. And to me, I think that is what makes them trustworthy with these type of plans. Because it's like, they're thinking crazy things too, and they're not going to judge you on this crazy plan. They'll probably even start to help you with said crazy plan, like you said. I agree that they do it with a lot of people, so some people may question like what the loyalties are for it, but I do think that they will be not necessarily maybe encouraging to your crazy plan, but they will not judge you for it, in my opinion.
Moral of the story when it comes to Miss Sagittarius or Mr. Sagittarius. Don't get too excited when Sag rides or dies with you, because to them it's fun, and you know, it makes their, you know, risk-taking ways feel alive. Like Sag just loves to take risks, and when you're riding or dying, you're probably doing some crazy shit that's, you know, making you take risks. And I feel like this might be the only reason on this ride or die adventure with you. You know what I mean? Not because they feel obligated to, not because they see you and they're loyal to you, because to them it's just another story that they'll have to tell people.
They're on for the adventure.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like
Yes.
I do want to say, I feel like Sag's God complex might affect their ride or die energy. I feel like Sags love preaching, and sometimes they ride or die for causes just because they feel like they have to, or because they talked about this in such great detail. So to other people, they have to be about it. You know what I mean? And you know, if that's what you gotta do for people to know what you gotta do, you do it, Sag. You do it your whole chest. But I just want you to know, I see you. I see you.
As long as you see us, Scorpio, we're happy.
Not everybody else does. I'm sure they're like, oh yeah, Sagittarius. I'm like,
They feel red. They feel red. Yeah. I feel like I love Sagittarius too, because I feel like we are straight shooters. You know what I mean? And everyone knows Sagittarius know how to speak their mind. And I feel like in a ride or die, life or death situation, I want people to be straight with me. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I feel like Sagittarius is going to keep it real with you.
Hell yeah.
Not sugarcoat it. And I feel like Sagittarius can cut you with their words, and that is a serious strength to me.
Yeah.
We may not even have to get into this physical altercation
or
whatever, like in a ride or die situation, how I think sometimes. Because you may already be so sad from the Sagittarius making you cry.
Okay, let's talk about Aries.
Aries.
My
Aries
Martians, yes, brothers and sisters that I love, which is a Scorpio. I feel like Aries being cardinal fire, that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Before I even get into my points, y'all already know what's up.
Action.
This
Here we
to
go.
me is like the ultimate energy for a true ride or die individual. Like really think about that. Really think about that. Cardinal fire means it's fast moving fire that just takes the hell off. Like boom, boom, it started. It's
Moving.
everywhere. And I feel like to be a ride or die, you can't think. You're not a thinker. You're not going to think about the situation. You're just going to do it. And to me, that's pure Aries energy. Aries is very impulsive, and I feel like a true ride or die is never going to overthink the situation. They're going to look at you and be like, oh,
you need my help?
oh, got you.
I'm coming.
Like, truly. I feel like with my man who has like an Aries, Venus, and Mercury, like I don't even need to explain to him what's happening. Like maybe a little bit sometimes because of his Aquarius moon, but usually I'll just be like, this is what we're doing. He's like, okay, you let me know. We're doing it. That's it. And sometimes I'll even back out and he's like, no, you wanted to do it, so we're gonna do it.
Go.
You know, and I feel like that's Aries energy.
Yes.
Like they're gonna remember that one time you said this one thing that you wanted to do, and if you kind of, you know, backtrack, they're gonna be like, are you a pussy?
Right, like let's
I
go.
thought you
Let's
were
go.
about that
Come
life.
on, let's go.
What's taking you so long? Damn, I didn't know I was
thought you
hanging
were
out
ready.
with them.
Right, literally though.
They're the best at egging you on and making you do shit even when you didn't think you had it in you to do, and I feel like they're really good at putting that energy in you to be like,
yes,
you got this.
Yes.
You know, that warrior energy.
Yes. I personally admire Aries because I feel like they don't run from their problems. You know what I mean? They have no issue facing that shit head on and like right away. You know what I mean? Some people sit back, think on their feelings a little bit. Aries is like, I got a problem with this and I just had to let you know.
Yeah.
You know? And I just think that is so respectable about them, and like they always come out fighting. They're always ready. They're always ready for whatever.
Literally.
They're always fucking ready.
I feel like Aries walks out the house and is like, I know y'all are coming for me. And people are like, what are you talking about? And they're like, I know.
Like, I know. Even when it has nothing to do with them, they're like, something going on. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready for you. You know?
Dead ass.
But I love that energy about them. And that's why I think also that they are the #1 riders of the fire signs, because it's like no questions asked, they're ready to fucking show up. They're always ready for a fucking fight, to be there for you, down for you.
They love proving themselves. Like,
yes.
Like back in the day when like, you know, like that movie Troy, like, you know, like people just come to like show out just to show out, to show people what they got. Like that's Aries. Like nobody's even trying to fight, and Aries is like, in case anybody wanted to know.
Right.
I got this.
Yes.
And that to me is true ride or die
Right.
energy.
I feel like Aries, they aren't scared to do what other people
at all
are normally
They're the
afraid to do.
first
Like
sign
you
of
just
the
said, you know
Zodiac.
what I mean? Like they are the martyr. Like they don't give a fuck. They're like, yep, I'll be the first one out here fighting in the war. Like whatever it takes. Like, yep, that's me. I'm the leader.
And honestly, a lot of times when you're an Aries and you have a lot of brothers and sisters, sometimes you can be the youngest or the middle child and you're taking on more than the firstborn. You know what I mean? Because that's just the energy that you bring to the table. So if you're an Aries and you know what I mean, you're the youngest or you're in the middle, like, and you see how much responsibilities you have and how much you have, you know, put out to the world before your older siblings have done, like that's because you're an Aries. Like you guys just do it.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Me too.
Nike, just do it.
Just do
That's
it.
y'all.
That's y'all. I feel like sometimes I get a little sad though, because it's like I'm always doing it on my own. Like I'm just out here.
Honestly, I feel like to me that's a front. Y'all love that you do it by yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Because
sometimes
if you
they
want
like
to do
to
it,
cry,
if you do it like, you know, with other people, you like to control them. You like to tell them they're not better than you, and that's fine. It's true.
That's so true.
It's like, like you cry about the fact that you're doing it alone, but you don't want help. So like,
you complain the entire time when other people are helping you. You're like,
you
you're
don't
not
want
doing
their
it
help.
right.
You don't want their help.
You didn't do it right.
You don't want their help. Yeah, I just also feel like since Aries is Mars ruled, they are the warrior and they're loyal to their cause. I feel like rarely ever does Aries do shit because they feel like they have to, like a lot of other signs. They are selfish and they don't care. So when Aries rides or dies for you, you know it's coming from the heart because they never include anyone in their plans if they don't want you there. They really don't. They could care less. They are okay doing things by themselves forever. So if they're choosing to include you in their plans, it means that they know that you bring something to the table and that they just love your energy.
Right. I love that they always fight for their people, and just that, to me, like, putting themselves on the line is the name of their game.
Yeah.
It's the name of an Aries game to me. It's like, I will put myself out there so other people don't have to get hurt. I'm gonna take these bullets. I'm gonna take this. Like you said in the beginning of the video, like saying it with your chest, like that is an Aries. Wearing it on your chest is an Aries. Like,
not being scared of judgment.
Yeah, at all. They're not worried about any of that. They're just worried about protecting their people. And that is the ultimate ride or die to me. Aries takes this like hands down, in my opinion.
Yes, 100%. I feel like Aries will fight for anyone they love. And even if they have like a one-man team, which usually it's what they prefer doing things by themselves, they will do everything in their power to show you that they're riding for you and that they're here for you and that they're loyal to you. Because they are so action oriented, you know? And I feel like they don't talk the talk, they walk the walk with you and for you.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this just hits home for me because my mom is an Aries too, and it's like I have a lot of special people in my life that have Aries placements, and like all I see from them is just how much they care for the people they love and how much they always put the people they love ahead of themselves. And not to say that's always a good thing, because I feel like when an Aries loves you, they're done being selfish and they put you first a lot.
So much.
And I don't know, it just means a lot to me personally, because I feel like Aries placements prioritize you, and I know a lot of people have trouble in their relationships with their partners prioritizing them. So if you want someone to do that for you, Aries will do that for you if they're really rocking with you. And I say that with someone who has an Aries mom and Aries placements for my boyfriend too.
Yeah, I feel like you also understand like the fighting for love concept as like a Scorpio. Like, you fight for the things you love, just like an Aries does, you know? And I think sometimes to some people, Aries can be like overbearing because they are yelling and they are very aggressive with it, but it's because they care. Yeah. You know, and I think that really resonates with the Scorpio in some senses. Because
it shows me that you care. Like, to me, the whole playing it cool thing does not work for me. Like, I don't read minds. I'm not gonna like sit here and dissect what you're feeling. Right. Like, I'm not a 13-year-old Scorpio anymore. Like, I have time for my career and the things I love. Like, I'm not gonna think about what someone is doing to finally understand them. Like, you're gonna tell me how you feel. And I feel like Aries energy is very much that. Like, what you see is what you get. You don't have to like think about what they're planning. And they're consistent. They're very consistent and stable fairly stable with the way they continue to show up. Like, maybe not stable, but they are very consistent with the way that they show up. When they love you. For you, yeah. So for me, I feel like everyone knows like Aries are a very passionate sign and they have short tempers, but if they have an emotional tie to you or to whatever it is that they're fighting on, similar to a Scorpio, they will fuck shit up for you. Like, they will burn the whole motherfucking house down, no questions asked. And that's, to me, what is so special about Aries, is that they show up for their people unconditionally, and you don't have to like say too much. They're like, you need me, I'm there. No questions asked. That's what I love about like Aries. They always like have that rider energy, in my opinion. Me too. I love me some Aries. Love me some Aries placements. Yes. Alright, y'all. So, if you don't know, we got a podcast. And on the podcast, we discuss a question that we pose here on this channel. And we discuss it in greater depth on said podcast. So, the question for the podcast is, which fire sign would you want to be the bunny to your Clyde? Links down below for the podcast. Check us out. Every Tuesday for the podcast, every Monday and Thursday for the YouTube. Comment down below with who you think is the most ride or die fire sign and let us know why. Okay. We love to hear it. Yes, let us know. We're gonna link our socials around here. Follow us on them. Check out the podcast, and we'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye.